What is up, tube users? I'm the Stereotypical Gamer, and welcome back to a new demos of Fellowship. This is a demo that I just found recently browsing around Steam, and I thought it was interesting because at first I thought it was going to be like a Lord of the Rings kind of game, and so I was kind of excited about that, and then I watched some of the gameplay of it, and it looked very familiar, so I had to try it out for myself just to see if it was, and it is quite familiar and is quite similar to another game that I enjoy a lot of. So let's just get into it and see if it's familiar to anyone else. Alright, and we are in, and yes, this is pretty much World of Warcraft in terms of gameplay and everything. It's basically just dungeons of World of Warcraft. I would say it's most akin to Mythic dungeons and like how things work. You basically, there's 4 dungeons right now in the demo that you can play, and as you get gear you increase your like talents. I guess that's how you level, is based off your gear score. You'll get more like abilities and stuff as you go up, and the dungeons will get harder, and it's like the same and so it's kind of like how the Mythic Plus system works in a way in retail WoW. But yeah, this game has been a lot of fun and I've been really enjoying it. Right now I'm playing on the kind of mage class. I believe they're called a rhyme, and yeah, there's a lot of abilities that are similar if you've ever played World of Warcraft. But yeah, and then we can go up here. Right now you have 2 different tanks, 2 DPS, and 2 healer classes. I've only played the rhyme and the vigor class so far. So I do want to try out some of the other classes, maybe try out tanking as well, but I just want to go and just kind of show off one of these dungeons. So let's see if we can get into one. Alright, and we are in. I don't know if I have done this dungeon before, but we will see how it goes. So yeah, the basic gameplay loop is basically how WoW Dungeons works. You have normal mobs, they have some mechanics, not much that you really have to worry about. And then I think there's only one boss. I guess there's some mobs that you could call mini bosses, but there's just one boss at the end that has like a bunch of mechanics and stuff that you have to worry about. And then you only loot a chest from the last boss, and you get like 1 piece of loot. I think it's all you get. You may get some more at like higher difficulties, but it's just 1 loot from the last boss, which is kind of nice. I like having to not worry about like looting every single mob for just like random stuff, you know? So I'm starting to understand how the rotation works for this character, at least. So basically how it works is you have this blue bar that fills up by doing like just certain abilities, and then once you fill it up all the way, you'll get a combo point, essentially, and you can use those combo points on like big hitting abilities. And I really like the feel of it, and I think all classes kind of work similarly. I know I played the kind of priest class, and they work in a similar fashion where they have like a combo point thing, and it kind of just looks like everyone has that similar play style, but there is some uniqueness to it, at least in terms of like the difference between the DPS and the healing, as far as I'm aware, is kind of different, and I like that. And so I think in all the dungeons you basically have to kill a certain number of normal mobs to get like 100% on the score, and then you kill the final boss, and that's what technically unlocks the chest at the end. So let's get to blasting. These guys I've definitely played. They have some higher gear. Oh, and then one of the things I really like is you'll find these campsites through the dungeons, and they act as like a respawn point in case you wipe ever, which is really nice. Let's see if we can do some pumping here. Do a couple of those. Get some big AoE in. Alright, that's looking good. This. Do another one. Just rotate my cooldowns. Oh, do that one. And there we go. What does this guy do? They all are kind of basic, at least at the early levels, so I don't know if they will get harder at higher difficulty. I'm sure they get harder, but I don't know if they get like more mechanics and stuff. And I really just like how, I mean, they just basically have a lot of like add-ons that are really popular in World of Warcraft just baked into the game. They have like a deadly boss mods kind of thing showing you when certain mechanics can come up for the boss. It's just, really nice if you are a WoW connoisseur. I think it's really helpful for just basic things like that, because if you're playing without add-ons in World of Warcraft, it can be really tough to just know some of these things at higher difficulties. Let's pop our cooldowns. Start blasting. Blasting for days. There we go. Keep going. Just keep doing that. You should be dead here in a second. Good. There we go. Let's see, what do we get? New headpiece. Alright. Yeah, okay. For completing a +2, you have unlocked your first dungeon. Oh, we weren't doing dungeons before. I thought we were doing dungeons. These are 3 boss missions that take 25 to 35 minutes. So then, what were we doing before? Okay. You've unlocked your first talent. Talents are powerful upgrades to hero abilities. Yes. Your glacial bash has a 20% chance to increase. Oh, so your cold snap ability. What is my cold snap ability? Oh, it's that. Causes you to gain 1 stack of glacial. So every 5 times I use this ability, I get a free instant cast of that? Was that what it said? Yeah, instant cast and deals 100% damage. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Alright, and we get a back in. Let's get to pumping. Where we need to put in our fire blast or ice cold snap into our rotation a lot more. Never going to remember the names ever. Do a little bit of this. Let's get that going. Yes. Go do that. Get through it. Oh, I need to interrupt that. Yep. There we go. Yeah, that. We don't need to worry about the arcane strike. It's not going to do too much damage to the tank. What we need to worry about is that other one. That thing, but I can't interrupt it. And 7 seconds. Please. We have another mage that can do it. I still can't do anything. I'm not going to interrupt it. Alright. Can't do anything on that one, but we'll be able to interrupt the next one if there is another one. He's dead. That's another way to interrupt him, too. Just kill him. I think it is boss time. I don't recall what this guy does, but luckily they're all pretty easy and pretty straightforward to understand what to do in certain parts of the fights.
Cannot go unpunished.
Oh yeah, let's start pumping. Pop the cooldowns. That.
Be burdened by frost.
Okay, get out of that frost. Get out of that. Okay.
Dance, mortals.
Alright. Okay. One of those. Got it. Alright. I think that is all we have to worry about, so just move out of the things. Pretty straightforward. Alright, finish it. There we go. Topping the meters. Got to love it. Get that fat loot. There we go. Well, I have tried out Vigor, and he's pretty much a priest in terms of his capabilities and stuff like that. And it is pretty fun, but I haven't really tried out Tank. I know you do like the tutorial for this game. You play as this guy who's basically like a warrior, but I'd be kind of curious to see how this plays, even though they are a 5-star difficulty. I am curious. So I'm going to check out what the abilities do and see if we can get through a dungeon. Alright, I think I understand how they are going to work. So let's get in and see if we can actually put them to use. Let's do that. Oh, I see. So we want to do, I guess, like this, and then we do a little bit of that action. Ooh, that was pretty cool. Okay. We want to, yeah, do that for AoE, and then we do big barrage like that. Let's get to this boss. Do that. Do a little bit of punching. This will do that. I don't know which one is going to be best for him. And I think I guess we need to do some damage with these guys. Alright. Almost dead. Come on. Let's get down. Can't interrupt that, just kidding. Go down. Can't interrupt that. Hey, there we go. We can just get our loot here. Yeah, and then playing through your first game with a character, you unlock your, like, ultimate ability, I guess, as it was. And it's like just basically your big cooldown, which does a lot of damage. You get it by getting Spirit, which I think it's just like a thing that just passively regenerates over time. I don't know of a way of actually gaining Spirit and stuff like that. But yeah, and that's basically all there is to this game. If you enjoy WoW, this is going to be very similar, and I really enjoy WoW, so this was a really fun experience, and I really have been enjoying this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.